What happens inside your mind when trust is broken? It's more than disappointment, more than pain. It's collapse. Because betrayal is not just losing someone, it's losing the version of yourself that once believed in them, that dared to feel safe. Your mind doesn't simply move on, it rewrites reality. Every promise suddenly feels suspicious. Every smile begins to look like a mask. Even the most innocent gestures seem dangerous. And years later, long after life has carried you forward, part of you remains frozen in that moment, questioning, doubting, replaying the past like an endless trial. Was it real? Was I blind? Or was I simply too human to believe? Betrayal carves deep into memory. It doesn't just hurt once, it changes the way your mind sees everything after. And that's why when trust shatters, nothing in your world ever feels safe again. If you've ever felt your mind collapse after betrayal, don't turn away. Because what you are about to hear is not theory, it's the hidden truth of how broken trust rewires the brain, how it steals the ground beneath your feet, and why every new bond you try to build carries the weight of the past. This isn't just psychology, it's a mirror, a reflection of wounds you may have buried, but that still whisper in the dark corners of your thoughts. The kind of truths people avoid because they are too heavy, too raw, but also the truths that explain why your mind has never been the same since the day trust was shattered. By the end of this video, you'll see betrayal in a way you never have before, not as a single act, but as a fracture that reshapes how you love, how you trust, and how you survive. Subscribe now, because what we are about to uncover will change the way you see not only betrayal, but your own mind. Betrayal cuts deeper than any wound you can see, because it strikes the invisible parts of your mind, the ones that believed, that trusted, that felt safe. Imagine handing someone your secrets, your fears, your dreams, believing they would protect them, only to watch them turn that trust into a weapon. That is betrayal, and it doesn't end when the moment passes. Your mind keeps replaying it, like evidence in a courtroom that never closes. Every conversation becomes suspicious. Every memory feels poisoned. You find yourself asking the same questions over and over. How could they do this? Was any of it real? Was I so blind? And in the silence that follows, the pain only deepens. The cruelest part is that betrayal doesn't only destroy your trust in them, it begins to erode your trust in yourself. You start to doubt your own judgment, your ability to see clearly, even your worth. To the world you may look fine, but inside, your mind carries a fracture no one else can see, a wound that reshapes every connection that comes after. Psychologists describe betrayal as one of the most destabilizing traumas, because it doesn't just hurt emotionally, it dismantles the framework of safety that your mind depends on. Trust is not only an agreement between two people, it is the silent foundation that allows you to open your heart without fear. When that foundation collapses, your brain reacts as if under attack. Stress hormones flood your body, your senses sharpen, and your mind learns to live in constant alert. What once felt natural connection, intimacy, reliance, suddenly feels like walking through a minefield. Philosophy has echoed this for centuries. Nietzsche wrote, "I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on, I can't believe you." That's the real wound. The betrayal itself is the knife, but the echo it leaves is the scar. The mind adapts by building defenses, but those defenses are not freedom. They are walls, mazes, deserts. You wander in, searching for safety, and in that attempt to protect yourself, you may end up trapped inside suspicion, unable to see who truly deserves your trust. In today's world, betrayal cuts even deeper because our connections are more fragile than ever. A friendship can vanish with a single unread message. A relationship can collapse in silence, replaced by the glow of another screen. Promises feel temporary, like they expire the moment something easier appears. Every ghosted call, every broken word, every sudden absence echoes the same message. Trust is disposable. We live in an age of masks. Perfect profiles hide imperfect truths. Smiles are staged. Loyalty is fleeting, and behind the curated images lies a darker reality. People leave when it no longer suits them, and your mind, already scarred by past betrayals, collects these small abandonments as proof that closeness is dangerous. Yet inside this chaos lies a key. Healing begins when you dare to name the wound. I was betrayed, and it hurt me. Those words do not erase the pain, but they take away its power to stay hidden. Because a wound you name is no longer only a shadow. It becomes the first step toward reclaiming your strength. Betrayal never leaves the mind untouched. It doesn't just stay in the past, it reshapes the future. Some people turn cold, shutting doors so tightly that no one can enter again. Others drown in doubt, questioning every smile, every word, every promise. And even when they crave closeness, they hesitate, because betrayal has taught them that intimacy may carry a hidden knife. Yet within this fracture lies a paradoxical strength. When illusions are stripped away, what remains is truth. Painful, yes, but clear. Betrayal reveals who wore masks, who played roles, and who stood genuine. That clarity hurts, but it also liberates. It forces the mind to rebuild, not on blind hope, but on hard-earned wisdom. The scar never fully disappears, but scars are not just marks of damage, they are symbols of survival. They show that even though your mind was broken, it endured. And from that endurance, something unexpected can emerge. Resilience strong enough to face the world without illusions. When trust is broken, life splits into two timelines, the one before and the one after. You move forward, you laugh, you work, but something inside you never returns to what it was. Every new connection carries a quiet whisper. Remember the last time. Be careful. That whisper is betrayal's legacy. It reshapes how you love, how you give, how you risk. It is the echo that doesn't fade. And yet, within that echo lies a choice. You can let it turn you bitter, shutting yourself away in suspicion. Or you can let it guide you like a compass, pointing not toward innocence, but toward clarity. The scar remains, but scars can teach. They can remind you that survival itself is proof of strength. Betrayal doesn't define the end of your story. It marks the beginning of a new chapter, one written not from blind trust, but from awareness, resilience, and the courage to love again, despite the fracture. Betrayal may have broken your trust, but it doesn't have to break your future. Your mind carries scars, but scars are not just pain. They are proof that you survived. And survival means you still have the power to choose what comes next. If this truth echoed in you, don't leave it here. Subscribe now, because this journey through the hidden shadows of the human mind has only begun. The next video in this series will take you even deeper into the illusions, fears, and silent traps shaping your life right now. Click and continue the journey. Your mind still has secrets waiting to be uncovered.